Hello YouTube, Red to Green here again with another recap. Today is December 4th. No, it's not. It's January 4th, 2022. I keep getting my dates confused. This New Year's definitely is going to take a while for me to remember, right? Traded 6 stocks today, up 249. Not bad. Was really slow, was in red for most of the day. Was very kind of chaotic day for me. I was on and off. I had to do some errands today during lunchtime, so it was kind of, I came back and just was all over the place. I was actually hoping to be green before 10:30 today, before 10 a.m., and that did not happen. I was red, and then fortunately NLSP came around, and it worked out for me. So let's go over some of the trades I've done. I traded HOTH, HOTH, IMMX from yesterday. NLSP was new, NTRB from yesterday, and PSTV and RELI. I started looking, so the pre-market, let's start at pre-market. Pre-market was kind of dead, okay? It was, we saw some moves in PSTV. I started looking around 9-10 at stocks, so it was kind of late. So of course, and if you remember, I don't really trade pre-market with Thinkorswim for just execution quality reasons. And by the way, please hit a like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps my channel a lot, and I appreciate all the likes and all the subscribes I get. So back to PSTV. I was watching it for pre-market and market open. I was watching, let's go back to PSTV. Okay, it's not even on PSTV. So PSTV, I was watching it at the market open, and we did get red to green, and that's exactly what I traded. I traded that 203 break into the 212, 215. I used 250 shares, I believe. I was up like at $30 on it right away, so it was a good trade. I was up green, and I was like feeling comfortable. Okay, I was like, that's a good stage. And then it just sold off, and I was waiting for bounce again. It never happened. I traded it more, and I just keep giving back and back, and I just left it alone at 20 bucks, and I was kind of done with it. As soon as I saw it selling off and never kind of pulled back to even weave up after the first time that pushed back up and never really crossed and held, so just kind of left it alone. IMMX was also given some moves at the market open, and I was hoping for it to actually go higher over the 260, 270 and kind of break the pre-market high. It never happened. I was actually wanted for it to go above 8, because that would have been a nice trade. So IMMX did couple scalps on it. I tried, I believe, first 10 minutes of the market open, and then I tried that VWAP break and then hold it, and it never held. So it never held a VWAP, and then never went above 250, 267, I believe. Yeah, 260s area. So kind of gave back money on it. Not a lot, 10 bucks. It's okay. That's the key, right? To keep your losses to a minimum, especially in a stock like IMMX. That stock is jumpy, and that false breakout that got me, I believe I entered at 2, where was that? I think I traded this candle right here, this red candle. I got in at 256 or 257, hoping it was gonna break that 67 into the 70 and just take profits, and it just flushed, and I got out at 42. So the low was at 30, so I guess it was okay, and never really got into 42 again. So I can be quicker on exits, but I feel like there's a compromise to it, depending on which level 2 you're reading, because too quick of a level 2 could actually create additional noise that would force you to get out prematurely. So that's why you have to kind of filter out some of those fast moves. But that could actually be a negative side of things, right, where you try to get out and filter out that spike noise or whatever, and that spike is actually the flush, and that flush actually happened today on IMMX, and it got me. So that's why I'm down on IMMX, just because of that flash. I believe I was up on it, and then after the flash it just kind of left it alone. So again, just keeping the losses small. So that's important, right? Um, Hoth, HOTH. Okay, this one was interesting. So I was watching it pre-market because we had the news at 8 o'clock, but I never capitalized on news because I started late today at 9:10. And what happened is it's a sub $2 stock, right? It was actually sub dollar at some point, and just considering the momentum we had, just to considering everything around, just the highs are not holding and all that, I didn't have any hopes for this stock. I basically told, and you can guys watch my live stream. I said it. I was like, I don't believe it will even break that 21, 22, 122, and it's not going to do anything. Like I was expecting it to just hover around the dollar and that's it. And then all of a sudden we go into the halt, and it's a nice flag right here, a nice flat top, a 21 breakout to 34. That's at 13 cents on the $1.20 stock, $1.30 stock. That's huge. We're not getting 13 cents on IMMX, and it's a $8 stock. I wasn't getting 13 cents on RELI, and it's a $10 stock. So it kind of like got me off guard. It caught me off guard for sure. I wasn't expecting Haas to move that much, and and that's my mistake. That's my like I shouldn't just assume that just because the stock is so cheap and everything is weak. I think we have to be ready. That's the key. You have to be ready for all kinds of moves from any type of stocks. And the beautiful thing about Hoth is spreads. The spreads were 1 cent, so 13 cent. You could easily capitalize and get 10 cents out of that move easy for a $1.30 stock. So minimal slippage, high liquidity, and because people were trading 100,000, 500,000 shares all day long on that stock. So my little 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares on it wouldn't have done anything. So, and the fills would have been, I think it would have been okay. I'm up on it, flat, nothing crazy. I wish I was more on it. It kind of sold off after the halt area. I wanted to trade that 5-minute setup at 48 to break a 50 again into the 55.60. That would have been my setup, but it never actually happened. As you can see right here, it never happened and just sold off. I don't believe I traded it again. I created this trend line and then the rejection of that trend line. I was like, okay, I gave it along, and then NLSP came, and that's why I kind of left it along. So flat on it. And RELI was another one. RELI, that's actually a stock that I should have been up a lot more. It's actually was trading. No, not that. NLSP was. RELI, I was kind of flat on it. Was a little bit down throughout the day, and then I went to run errands during lunchtime, and then I came back and I saw it testing 10 area right here, and I start playing this 960 950 area, and I start to scalp for the test of 10, and it did test the 10. I just didn't trade the test of 10. I believe I saw 1006 on level 2. That would have been my get out point for scalping. So I made maybe $30 on it, since I was red down, maybe 7 or 8 on it. So yeah, $25 that couple trades. So not bad. That brought my overall price, overall PNL to 249, because I believe on live video I ended it at 234. So that's why my PNL is a little higher now, because I traded that RELI after I came back from lunch. NLSP. Okay, NLSP. So NLSP. First of all, I don't know why I didn't see it. None of my scanners showed it. I wasn't really paying attention to it. So I did not see that stock at all. I did not see that stock until I like maybe 10:30, almost 10:50. So a.m. So I completely missed. I missed the bulk of the move. Look at these flags. These are nice. Look at this 1 minute setup. That's what it. So 65 out at 71, 70. That's okay. And then do a 70 into the 77 again, or like 80. That would have been I believe decent scalping. I see some wicking here, and maybe that would have been a loss. But another one right here, that's a huge one. Nice for for $2 stock, out of nowhere. So we're noticing this trend, right? HOTH and NLSP all given 10+ cent moves on 1 minute breakouts, sub $2 stocks. That's interesting. Just kind of note going into tomorrow, and just overall, maybe that January. We'll see. But another good thing about NLSP, and that's specifically for my trading style, is I was getting a good fills on it, because I was trading an LSP, and if you watch my videos, my trading style is I'm fishing for that burst of momentum, right? And the key here for me is to do as little, well, how to say, not as little fishing, to throw a fishing rod as less times as possible, right? Because every time I throw a rod, it costs me. It costs me a spread, it costs me slippage, it costs me that flush down, whatever the cost is. So I have to minimize the cost of throwing a fishing rod into the river, and the cost of the, and associated cost, which is probably a cost of bait and all that stuff. So anyway, NLSP was actually really nice to me on fills, and TOS I think was also involved in that niceness. Sometimes I was getting at prices like 177, and I saw like 176, 175 on the bid, and I was getting out, and I was still getting out at 177. So I was flat. So it was giving me this 2 cents, right? I was like, that's nice, and he kept doing it throughout the day. So I'm like, that's if that continues, right? So basically, what that means to me is I'm fishing for free, right? And that's good, because if I'm fishing for free, all the benefit is if I ever catch that momentum up, that's money right there. You're in the money. You're in the green. So that's exactly what was happening with NLSP. And I started trading with 500 shares. And then as I saw that progressing and TOS is being good to me on NLSP, I increased it to 1,000 shares. And I started scalping it, and 1,000 shares was okay with that too. So 3-4 cents moves up to 50 on it. So I'll take it. I'll take it any day. Yeah, that's how the day went. NLSP was nice. NLSP was good for scalping today. I wish I caught it earlier, but I didn't, and this is it. So if you look at my profit NLSP, I'm up to 49 on it, and I'm up to 49 for the day. So I'm flat on all my other trades. I'm flat considering I lost money on NTRB and IMMX. NLSP is 249. So it reminds me of BFRI era back 2 weeks ago, where BFRI was saving grace for some of the stuff, because I was down, and sometimes if we go up, see your NES, I'm down $323, and then I basically had to crawl my way up, and then look at that BFRI saved me. I was down $80 on everything else. So BFRI, it's kind of was NLSP. NLSP was BFRI today for me. So I wasn't expecting to finish over $50 today in green. So 249 is good. if we continue, let's see what tomorrow brings. I remember that tomorrow we have more earning reports coming out. So, and then Thursday as well. So hopefully the volume will come in and we'll see something. But if not, we'll continue doing this scraping the tops type of trading. So it's been good to us, right? Anyway, guys, please hit a like button, subscribe if you like these recaps. I'll continue doing them. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.